Hey, what's up guys, JD Venom here, back with you for another video for you here today. Today I'm going to review here the Cunning Stunts DLC from GTA Online. They came out a couple of days ago. We go over some of the good, the bad, the ugly, over the cars, over the new clothes, over of course the new stunt races. Let's get into it. First, we're going to talk about here today about the number one thing in this DLC is that the new races, the new stunt races that came out in this DLC, the meat of the DLC, focus on these new stunt races. And these stunt races overall are pretty fucking amazing. Rockstar did a great job of what was inspired by the modded races in the creator for a couple years now. And they did make it to where that they put their own little spin on it and made these races on their own, to their own. So personal races I would recommend for you guys to try out is Plummet, Trench 1. I think they're probably gonna have a part 2 coming out. So Plummet, Trench 1, Downtown Loop, and Maze Bank Ascent. Now there's a lot more other races. I mean, there is a total of 18 races here that you can pick from, and there's gonna be more added on by Rockstar. It was originally 16, and on the day of the actual DLC to be released, they released 2 more in the evening. So I'm assuming that Rockstar will be adding on more races periodically, which is pretty cool. But yeah, these races here are pretty fun, and I do enjoy them very much. Now a lot of people are kind of pissed off about not being able to create your own races. Now, Rockstar has came out and said that they're going to allow people to start creating their own races as early as August the 2nd. So, we're going to get it. Don't worry, guys. You can calm down. We are going to get these races to come in to GTA Online, just not as of yet. So, we will be getting it, just not anytime soon. We're going to have to wait a couple weeks. So I'd rather wait a couple weeks of waiting to get it in the creator than not getting it at all. So at least we're getting it. So there's really should be no complaints about that, of us not getting it right now immediately. We know Rockstar kind of likes to hold things off and tries to, you know, push things out more than what they need to. But hey, at least we're getting it, and I'm happy. And yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot of races created by me here on my channel, and yeah, I'll be doing live streams of course with that. Alright, so let's get into the second thing here. Let's talk about the clothes. We have a lot of clothes options here available. We had racing jackets, we had new pants, we had new helmets, we had new outfits, and there's a lot to choose from. And on my guy personally, I have my guy wearing a satin Malibu Club jacket. If you know what the Malibu Club is, that means you are a long time Grand Theft Auto player. That is from Grand Theft Auto Vice City. But we also have racing jerseys. We had a lot of options, a lot of new clothes, a lot of new options available to create for your guy. A lot of new outfits, pretty cool. They are on the expensive end, I must say. It could be done a little bit better for that, but you know, nevertheless though, at least we have the clothing options there. There's a lot, like I said, a lot of new helmets, a lot of new outfits especially, and yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. At least we do have the options available if you want to buy the new clothes or not. I mean, if you're into the new clothes, the clothing scene, you know, I'm kind of into the clothing scene a little bit for GTA Online, because I like to match what the trends are going on, and I have my guy looking very dapper for certain situations. Another cool thing is that you can, on the right D-pad, wherever you're on PS4 or Xbox, I'm not too sure about PC, but if you hold it, you can flip your visor up on your helmet. So you have to have a helmet on. If you hold around the D-pad, you will flip your visor up. So sorry I don't actually have any footage of it, because I didn't record at the time of doing this actual review here. But yeah, I mean, there's really nothing special there. All you gotta do is just hold right on your D-pad, go flip it down, hold it right again for a little bit, he'll flip it back up. Another thing I want to talk about here, and actually one thing I did miss talking about the races, you have options of doing what's called a premium race. It is on your map. It's kind of like the time trials in GTA Online, where you complete a certain time trial and you know, you'll get a money payout. But this is way completely different. You get a payout, but the way it is that it's one particular race. You do one particular race, and you have to use one of your created vehicles against other players. You have to buy in to the actual event, which is $20,000. If you come in first place, you win $100,000, which sounds good, right? You come in first place, you win $100,000. What about the other people? What about second or third place? Well, you don't win nothing. So that's the downside to it. If you're a great racer, then try it out. Maybe you can win yourselves a lot of money. That's $100,000 each for each race that you win. So, you know, you can make yourselves $1 million pretty quickly within about, you know, really about 11, 12 races. Because remember, you're spending $20,000 every time when you get into it. But the premium race, I really don't recommend to anybody if you're not a great racer. Don't really recommend for you on doing it. But if you really feel confident in your racing, well, go ahead, go for it, and test your luck on that. But you know, you gotta imagine that people who do these races here are gonna be like the biggest assholes ever. If people are just being assholes to you in a regular race where the money really doesn't matter, just imagine the premium race. They'll do everything that they can, everything in their power to screw you and fuck you over with no fucks given. And I'll be one of those people too, I'll be quite honest with you. Because if I was in the premium race, I mean, I don't like to race dirty, but if there's like $100,000 on the line, oh yeah, I'm gonna be racing dirty. Fuck it, I do not care. You know what I mean? If there's that much money on the line, I want to try to win it. But yeah, it kind of sucks though, because you can have 8 people in the race with $20,000. That's $160,000 if you count that up. 20,000 times 8 is 160,000. What happens to that other $60,000 if you have up to 8 people in there? What the fuck does Rockstar do with that money? You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, I mean, it's all digital money, but I mean, what happens to the other $60,000? So that's one thing that I do have to gripe about that. I mean, they need to fix that for maybe first place gets $100,000, second place gets $40,000, and third place gets their money back at $20,000. I think that'll be a good way and a good incentive for people to actually do the premium races. Alright, so let's talk about the cars. Yes, let's talk about the meat and potatoes, the other meat and potatoes I should say, of this update. We had a lot of new cars, and a lot of new prices, and I will say this is possibly, well, this is the most expensive DLC that Rockstar has ever came out with. Yes, even more expensive than Executives and Other Criminals DLC. We had to buy a yacht. Because these cars are so fucking expensive collectively. These cars are expensive as hell. So we're going to go over the first 3 cars here. We're going to talk about from the Legendary Motorsport website. We're going to look at the Emperor ETR1. This car is the fastest top speed car out of the new 3 cars. It's the cheapest as well. It comes in at just under 2 million at $1,995,000. It has great traction, and like I said, it does have the fastest top speed. Don't expect great acceleration on the car. If you're on a straightaway with this vehicle, you will pass some people up if you're on a straightaway with this vehicle. This is the fastest top speed vehicle out of the new 3 cars, and I believe the fastest top land vehicle in the game. Yes, faster than some of the bikes, believe it or not. The Emperor ETR1 is so damn fast. But I don't know if it's actually worth the $2 million. I don't know if any of these cars are worth the price tags that they're at, but they are some of the most unique cars in the game, I will say that. Next we have the Progen Tyrus, possibly the most popular of the new super cars, just because of the fact that it's a Progen. In the Progen series, if we had the Progen T20, now we have the Progen Tyrus, so a lot of people are being attracted to that purpose there. This is the most expensive out of the new 3 supercars at $2,550,000. That's $2.5 million, guys, down the drain to the Progen Tyrus. And this one here, I think it feels the most balanced out all the 3 new supercars. It feels the most balanced to me. Like, it has a good top speed, it has a good traction, it has good handling. I mean, but it feels very balanced to me. With that, and it's actually a little bit more of a skinnier profile as well. If you look at this and another car that we're going to be taking a look at in a second, and also the Emperor ETR1, you can see how more slim this vehicle is. So you can get in and out of traffic possibly a little bit better than you could with some of these other vehicles. Next one here, we're looking at the Anus, I'm not sure, RE7B. That is at $2,475,000, so that's basically $2.5 million as well. The Annis and the Progen is about $85,000 apart. This is the vehicle that I personally own. I own this one here, just because I want to be different, because I know a lot of people are going to be getting the Progen, And I will be getting the ETR1 eventually here. I probably already bought it by the time that you are watching this video here. But definitely the Annis is a good car too. It has good top speed. It has good handling. It has great traction though. This car has great traction. So if you're in the rain, if you're driving, down the street, if you know that you're gonna have a sharp turn coming up, use your brake, use your handbrake, however you want to brake, use that, and definitely you can turn and get out of situations and control this car pretty easy. So this is a very good vehicle. All three of the supercars are very good. Price tag is fucking high though, I will say that. But I will say that if you have the money for it, go for it. If I had to pick one, I will say the Emperor ETR1. If I had to pick one of it, just because that the price difference is so significant, it's about $500,000 difference between the Annis and the Progen. I would say get the ETR1 because that's the fastest car out of these three, the top speed, and also as well it is very competitive in actual other races. Alright, so we're gonna be looking at the other vehicles here in this DLC. First, we're gonna be looking at the Obey Omnis. That comes in at a price tag of $701,000. I'm just gonna go through these a little bit more quickly here. Don't really need to get into these other vehicles too much, just because that these are not going to be driven very often by most people. But this vehicle here is a good standard car, but it's really nothing special on the Omnis. Next vehicle here, we got the Grotti Brioso R/A. This is the worst car in the update. This is basically based off the Fiat. I'm not really too fond of this vehicle here. I would never use this vehicle whatsoever. This vehicle is pretty bad. The only way that we can use this vehicle that can actually make sense if we use this in bumper cars, because it's so hard to fucking control that if you actually use it in bumper cars, it will actually make sense to have bumper cars made instead of having something where you're just using supercars and bumper cars. Next vehicle here, we're going to be looking at my favorite vehicle in the update. This is my favorite vehicle. It's not the fastest vehicle, but it's my favorite vehicle, and right now you see on this screen why. I made this fucking vehicle into Knight Rider. This little Lampadati Tropos Rally. And this is my fucking favorite car of the update. It has a classic 80s feel to it. I made a all black vehicle. Now we know that, that the Knight Rider kit was a Pontiac Firebird, but this one here, it kind of looks like it in a way. It has the flip up headlights as well. As a regular vehicle itself, I mean, this vehicle here, the turning in this vehicle is fucking awesome. So responsive. Like, pretty much all these vehicles here are very responsive turning, except for the Grotti. That one's a piece of shit. But the Tropos is very good. It is my favorite vehicle in the update. Then we have the two trucks in this DLC, the Vapid Trophy Truck / Desert Raid. These are pretty much the same as that vehicle. They just look different. They're both great for off-roading situations, and also as well, they're very fast as well. But nothing too much about that. If anything, I would just say get the trophy truck because it's about $150,000 less expensive than the Desert Raid. So there's really no difference into them. The customization is exactly the same as well. So there's really no difference. Next we have the Nagasaki BF400. That's $95,000. The Nagasaki BF400, it returns from GTA San Andreas, and it has a similar style, and it's a very good bike. It's a very good bike. Then we have our last vehicle here from the update, which is the Western Gargoyle. It's a motorcycle here, and it has great fucking acceleration and great turning on this vehicle. Top speed's not that good because we have the great acceleration, but this vehicle here is very good. It has the chains on the back of this motorcycle as well. It's a very unique motorcycle. Then we have three more vehicles here that came in for free from the single player. We had the Stallion, the Class A Burger Shot Stallion. We have the Vapid Pisswazzer Dominator, and we have the Bravo Redwood Gauntlet. Those are all free from the single player, and yeah, you have this here at your arsenal. If you want to update that, you can. But yeah, this is here overall a very good DLC overall. I don't think I missed anything, guys. If I did miss something, guys, you can leave me a comment down below to see what I missed. But I pretty much went over everything necessary here in this update. We talked about every single thing that I thought that was particularly necessary for the update. But like I said, if I did miss anything, leave me a comment down below. But guys, I am gonna go and get out of here. This update is fucking awesome. If I have to get a out of 10 system here, I'm gonna go and give this here a 8 out of 10. Just because of the fact that we're gonna be getting everything that we want. This was gonna be a 6 out of 10 because of the fact that we were not getting anything on the creator, but we did find out that's coming out on August the 2nd. So that's going to be good. So that pushes up to that 8 out of 10 for me. Let me know what your rating is down below. But guys, I am going to go and get out of here. Please rate, please subscribe, please drop a comment. And I'll see you guys later. You guys enjoy your day. Peace out.